Coach Corey Wayne, and this is my video coaching newsletter. And the topic of today's newsletter is going to be why you should never ask if she's got a boyfriend. I got an email recently from a guy who basically wanted to ask what was a good way to go up and ask a woman if she had a boyfriend or not. And what I teach in my book, there's actually a short chapter where I talk about this topic, is that you don't want to ask because really it's irrelevant. And I'll tell you a reason why. Today I was at lunch, I was having some sushi, and it was sunny out, I had my sunglasses on, and so I was facing the main street there so I could obviously people watch and watch the people come by. It was nice and cool out, perfect winter day down here in South Florida. I think the temperature was like in the high 60s, low 70s, so it was just perfect out. So I remember I look over to my left just because I'm always sensory acuity, sensory awareness, seeing what's going on around me. And right away I noticed this woman, she's just staring at me, just kind of stone-faced, and she wasn't looking away. And she wasn't very attractive, but I could tell by the way she was staring at me that she liked what she saw, and she wanted to make it clear that she was into me. And like I said, I didn't think anything of it. She wasn't that attractive, and obviously I'm not going to stare back and give her the impression that I may find her attractive. Plus, her boyfriend that she's sitting with is some tatted up MMA-looking guy, and it's just disrespectful to stare at other guys, chicks anyways, because you don't want dudes staring at your chicks, so it's like, don't do it to other guys. So I didn't think anything of it. So I continued to eat my sushi, and I didn't look back in her direction. Plus, it was crowded anyway, so I really couldn't see over on that side. And so, it was getting close to later in the afternoon when the lunch was ending, because I think it was closer to like 3 o'clock, and so they closed down after lunch, this particular restaurant I was at. And so what I see next, I'm just looking straight ahead, and out of the corner of my eye, I can feel somebody's looking at me. And then I look over. I got my sunglasses on, and she didn't have any sunglasses on, so her and her boyfriend are walking right in front of me as I'm looking straight ahead, and he's not even paying attention. He's just totally oblivious. And she's walking next to him, and she just stared at me the whole time and was making it clear that she liked what she saw. And so what does that tell me about the situation? What does that tell me about their relationship? Well, a lot of women, when they know that the guy that they're with, it's not going anywhere, what they will do is they'll either line up several replacements for him, or they'll find one perfect guy that's the perfect replacement for him. And once she knows she's got something lined up, then she pulls the plug on the relationship with this other guy, and usually they'll stay in the relationship long past the point where they've lost any and all feelings for him. So when she finally does leave, it's pretty easy to get over because she's now moving on to the new relationship, and then the guy's like, well, hey, I thought everything was great. And so that's typically what happens. And so when you meet a woman, you never know. You never know if she's got a boyfriend. I mean, obviously you check, hey, if she's got no ring on her finger, then it's a 50-50 shot of whether or not she's got a boyfriend. And either way, the way I look at it is you never should apologize for being sexually attracted to a woman and liking a woman. At the end of the day, it's always better to just ask her out, ask her for her phone number or whatever. I mean, she's going to be giving you signals and signs. Like, there's plenty of other articles that, I talk about what to look for. I talk about that in my book. But as far as this discussion here, the reason you don't ask is because you never know. She may have a guy she's ready to do in, and so if you bring it up, and she'll say, well, yeah, I have a boyfriend, and then what's she going to do? Give you her phone number or ask for yours when some women will, and they won't care. So it's better to not ask because it's not important. And it shows that by asking her number or whatever, and putting yourself out there to potentially get rejected, it communicates that you don't give a damn. You're fearless. You have absolutely no fear or hesitation or worry that she may have a boyfriend or be in a relationship. And plus, anybody that's around you, maybe there's some beautiful women off to the side that you didn't notice. And because when a woman is with Let me tell you why. Because when I'm sitting down or I'm in public, I'm always looking around. And what I see, and when you start applying this stuff in my book, you're going to see the same exact thing that I talk about. Most people that you see in public, men and women, most of them are weak as hell. Most of, even the ones that are successful and they have money, even guys that are real big and bulky looking, you can pick out the signs in their body language and their physiology that communicate that they're unsure of themselves. And that makes you feel that you know something that they don't. And so when you see a woman that you like and you start talking to her and flirting with her and you say, hey, I got to run, but I'd like to talk to you. What's your number? And she can say, oh, I have a boyfriend. You say, hey, no problem. He can keep you busy when you're not with me. You know, she may take out her phone and say, well, things haven't been going that great, and if, we've been talking about breaking up, so if things don't work out, I'll give you a call. I was like, hey, that's awesome. She'll take your number, and then you forget about her 2-3 weeks from now or a month from now. You might get a call or a text out of the blue, and she'll say, oh, hey, this was Angela. We met at the restaurant a few weeks ago, and I told you I was thinking about breaking up with my boyfriend. I mean, those are the types of things that will happen, and so it's irrelevant. But you put yourself out there and say you get rejected. But when women can see and they can sense and they can hear a guy that gets it, a guy that's confident. And so they're going to take notice of you. And so if there's an alpha female next to you, because what I see is like when there's beautiful women everywhere, but beautiful women who are also super confident are very rare. And those kind of women, when they're out there and they hear or they see a man that exudes these qualities, is this alpha male, I don't give a shit, unattached fearlessness in going after what he wants, she'll come right over and start talking to you and flirting and making it obvious, just like this gal was who was with her boyfriend today. And those are the signs you look for. And when you see that enough and it happens to you enough, you realize, I really don't have to do shit. All I have to do is show up and be my best. Do what I have to do in my life so I can wake up every day and feel the most successful man that I can be. And that makes you happy. It makes you fulfilled. It makes you feel like you can get things accomplished. You're going to carry yourself different. You're going to exude a different kind of energy out there in the world. And women are going to take notice of this, especially the really super confident, really beautiful ones that every guy wants. They'll come and find you just by you being great at yourself. So that's why you don't ask. It's unimportant if they have a boyfriend. So if you find this message of value, you can show your appreciation by going down to the Wibia toolbar, which is located at the bottom of the screen if you're watching this video on my website, and click the PayPal donate button and donate any amount that you feel is equal to the value of the information in the video. At the very least, please share this page with all your friends and family by clicking any one of the social network sharing buttons, which are also located on the Wibia toolbar at the bottom of your screen. And if you've got a question that you want to ask me, or there's a topic that you'd like me to cover in a future video newsletter, click the Contact Me tab on the left-hand side of your screen and send me 3 or 4 paragraphs detailing your situation. And give me several days to get back to you, because I get a lot of email and I answer them in a first-come, first-served basis, but I always have to take care of my paying phone coaching customer clients' emails first. And if you'd like to book a paid phone coaching session with me personally so I can help you with a specific situation of yours, click the Products tab at the top of your screen and just follow the instructions. And I'll talk to you soon.